Has it always been a dream of yours to live on an island? Well, guess what? Washington State has got you covered. We have islands. In fact, Mercer Island is an island located right in the middle of Lake Washington, which is the largest lake in the state. And it actually sits right in the middle of two cities. You have Seattle on one side to the west, and you have Bellevue on the east side. And Mercer Island initially started out as an uninhabited island, but in the 1880s, we started getting some people who would settle in there and live. And in the 1920s, that's when actually the first bridge was constructed, which connected the Mercer Island to Seattle. Now, the island is named after the Mercer family, which were one of the earliest pioneers of Seattle itself. And right now, Mercer Island happens to be one of the most expensive areas to live in Washington State. The median home price is right around $2.4 million. Last year, we were sitting right above 1.9, closer to that 2 million mark. Now, if you're looking for a cheaper option, Mercer Island does have some cheaper homes below $2 million, kind of like this one, where you can see it needs some remodeling or maybe a red match. You choose. But it also has options like these homes at $2.3 million. Most of the $2 million homes, they can be found inland, while the $8 and $9 million homes will be found sitting on the water. Now, we have homes here all the way up to the most expensive one right now is $39 million. You can check out some of the pictures here. Absolutely insane. So there's definitely a wide variety of price point, and it doesn't matter what kind of price point that you're looking for. If it's somewhere around that 1.5 mark, I should say, or up, you can find a home over here. Now, let's talk about the north end. I want to break up the island for you guys. The north end is extremely desirable for people who want to be close to the freeway. I-90 actually runs right through it, and it also includes parks like Luther Burbank Park, which has manicure picnic areas, beach access, tennis courts. There's a great playground over there for adults and kids alike. We were there with my son. We had a great time. And if you're in the park, you'll see a large red brick building, and it's currently being used as administrative offices for the city, but it actually used to be a dormitory school for boys way back when. Now, as you're walking around the park, you'll actually see some stairs that lead you over to the community center. And in the community center, you can drop in anytime for a game of volleyball. You can visit the indoor playground. You can hit the gym. Whatever you want, the community center is a very popular place to visit for those who live on Mercer Island. Another bonus of the north end is that it has the only public boat launch on the island. So if you don't have your own private dock or a home that sits on the water, you might want to pick the north end if you enjoy fishing, boating, and the likes. Now, let's talk a little bit about the town center. The town center is located in the north end and includes all of the island's condos, restaurants, local stores as well. A popular place is Metropolitan Market. There, people go to buy groceries as well, but it's really known for its huge cookies, amazing coffee, and really good hot food. You can see a lot of construction workers who are working on the light rail gathering there, grabbing food at lunchtime, and just a bunch of locals who are just trying to grab a bite to eat. So Metropolitan Market is not just any grocery store, it's a very popular part of Mercer Island. Now, every Sunday in summer, Mercer Island's famous farmers market opens up, and it brings tons of activity, both locals and people coming from out of town to visit the farmers market. It's super popular, and it's located right across the street from Mercer Dale Park. Now, let's zoom in on the middle part of the island, which actually has most of the schools and grid-like neighborhoods. Now, the schools here in Mercer Island consistently rank higher in education than the state averages. Now, you can see on this chart here, proficiency in reading is at 85%, while the state averages are only at 55%. And these numbers hold true across the board for reading and math as well. So there's no shortage of both public and private schools on the island. Next, we're going to the South End. Now, the South End is not the most desirable area just because it's further away from the freeways, but I gotta tell you, it has spectacular views of Mount Rainier. And that's one of the reasons why people keep buying homes there. Not only that, there's also a little mini shopping plaza with a QFC store, a Starbucks, and some mom and pop shops as well. Many of the kids, when they get off the bus, they actually visit the shopping plaza to grab a drink and a bite with their friends. Next, we're going to the west part of the island, which is also known as the Gold Coast. There's many local beaches here where people love to enjoy sunsets, and you get some amazing views of Seattle. Now, if you really want to feel the Pacific Northwest vibe, you will want to live on the east side. The east side features curvy roads, evergreen trees, and tons of sharp hillsides and deep ravines. Some of the island's most beautiful trails can be found there. One notable mention is actually Pioneer Park, which seems to be having some problems currently with an aggressive owl, apparently. I saw signs plastered everywhere. But you know what? Other than that, Mercer Island is pretty safe. And hey, one thing you don't have to worry about is encountering homeless activity. Mercer Island is actually one of the cleanest suburbs around Seattle, probably because of all of the tax dollars being used. But that could be changing in the near future because of the brand new light rail station being constructed right now in the center of Mercer Island. Only time will tell what the future holds for Mercer Island. And to touch up a little bit on local culture, one thing Mercer Island is known for is the art. You're gonna see art throughout the whole island, from decorative posts along the docks to full-blown sculpture scattered all throughout the island. Many of them can actually be found in what is known as the Lid. The Lid is a park located right above I-90. Even that in itself, with how they designed the park to sit right across the freeway, it also kind of speaks to the architectural side of Mercer Island. So with that, our Mercer Island video comes to a close. And I wanted to say, if you're looking to buy a home anywhere in Washington State, I got you covered. My name is Andrey Gulyy. I'm a licensed broker here with John L. Scott in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. So my number is down below. Make sure to hit the notification bell, the subscribe button if you're looking for more videos like this. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.